What if one smart investment decision today could completely transform your financial future 10 years from now? That is not just a dream, it is a reality for thousands of people who chose the right businesses to put their money into at the right time. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into something that could genuinely change the way you think about building wealth. We are breaking down the best businesses to invest in right now. And these are not random picks. Every single sector on this list has been chosen based on three critical factors: growth potential, market demand, and long-term profitability. Whether you are a first-time investor just getting started or someone looking to diversify an existing portfolio, this video is going to give you real, actionable insight. So stay with us until the end, because every business we cover could be your next big opportunity. Now let's dive into the first business worth investing in, and that is the technology and software sector. We are living in an era where digital transformation is reshaping every single industry on the planet. From healthcare to retail, companies are racing to adopt digital solutions, and that makes tech businesses incredibly valuable. One of the biggest reasons to invest here is the recurring revenue model. Software as a service, or SaaS, companies charge monthly or annual subscription fees, creating predictable and stable income streams. Think about giants like Microsoft, Salesforce, or Adobe. These companies do not just sell a product once. They build long-term customer relationships that generate revenue year after year. On top of that, software businesses are highly scalable. Once the product is built, serving 1,000 customers costs nearly the same as serving 1 million. That kind of efficiency translates directly into massive profit margins, making this sector a truly compelling investment opportunity. Now that we have covered the technology sector, let us shift our focus to another powerhouse industry: healthcare and biotech. This sector stands out as one of the most recession-resistant investment opportunities available today. No matter what the economy does, people will always need medical care, medications, and innovative treatments. With the global population aging rapidly, demand for healthcare solutions is only increasing year after year. By 2050, over 2 billion people worldwide will be age 60 or older, creating an enormous and sustained market. Biotech companies are at the forefront of this revolution, developing breakthrough treatments for cancer, rare diseases, and chronic conditions. Medical device manufacturers are equally exciting, introducing cutting-edge technology that improves patient outcomes and reduces costs. What makes this sector particularly attractive is its combination of stability and explosive growth potential. Investing in healthcare and biotech means backing human necessity and scientific progress simultaneously, a truly powerful financial combination worth serious consideration. Now let's talk about a sector that's not just profitable but also shaping the future of our planet: renewable energy. Governments across the globe are aggressively pushing for clean energy transitions, and that means one thing for investors: massive funding and extraordinary growth opportunities are on the table right now. Countries are committing trillions of dollars toward reducing carbon emissions, and businesses operating in this space are directly benefiting from that momentum. Solar and wind energy companies are experiencing unprecedented demand as both residential and commercial markets shift away from fossil fuels. Battery storage companies are equally exciting, solving one of the biggest challenges in clean energy: storing power efficiently for consistent use. What makes this sector especially attractive is the long-term policy support backing it. Unlike trends that fade, renewable energy is backed by government mandates, international agreements, and rising consumer demand, making it one of the most stable and rewarding investment opportunities available today. Now let's talk about e-commerce and logistics, the fourth powerful investment area you should seriously consider. The shift to online shopping is not a trend, it is a permanent transformation in how people buy everything from groceries to electronics. Platforms like Amazon, Shopify, and countless niche online retailers continue to grow year after year, fueled by consumer convenience and mobile accessibility. But here's what many investors overlook: the real money is not just in the storefronts. Logistics companies handling last-mile delivery, warehousing, and supply chain management are equally, if not more, profitable. Companies specializing in fulfillment centers, cold storage, and same-day delivery infrastructure are in massive demand. Every package shipped represents revenue for these behind-the-scenes businesses. As global e-commerce sales are projected to surpass $6 trillion annually, both the platforms and their logistics partners stand to benefit enormously. Investing in this ecosystem gives you multiple entry points into one of the fastest-growing economic engines in the world. Now let's talk about the fifth business worth investing in: real estate investment trusts, commonly known as REITs. If you have ever wanted to profit from real estate but felt held back by the massive capital required to buy property, REITs are your answer. These are companies that own and operate income-generating real estate, and they allow everyday investors to buy shares just like stocks. What makes REITs especially attractive is their legally required structure to distribute at least 90% of taxable income as dividends to shareholders. That means consistent, reliable payouts straight to your pocket. Beyond the income, REITs offer impressive diversification across commercial spaces like office buildings and shopping centers, residential apartment complexes, and industrial properties such as warehouses and data centers. Whether the market is booming or cooling down, real estate remains a tangible, enduring asset class. REITs give you that exposure without the headaches of being a landlord. Now let's talk about one of the most exciting sectors reshaping the global economy, financial technology, commonly known as fintech. This industry is moving at lightning speed, and investors who recognize its potential early are positioning themselves for serious gains. Digital payments, mobile banking, and blockchain-based solutions are completely disrupting how traditional finance operates. Companies like payment processors, digital wallets, and decentralized finance platforms are replacing outdated banking systems with faster, cheaper, and more accessible alternatives. What makes fintech especially compelling is its ability to serve the underbanked population, which represents billions of people worldwide who lack access to traditional banking services. By offering financial tools through smartphones, fintech companies are unlocking entirely new markets. This massive addressable market is exactly why venture capitalists and institutional investors are pouring billions into this space annually. The combination of technological innovation and financial inclusion makes fintech a genuinely powerful long-term investment opportunity worth serious consideration. Continuing our list, the seventh business worth investing in is the food and beverage industry. With a sharp focus on health-conscious and plant-based food companies, consumer preferences are shifting dramatically, with millions of people worldwide moving toward cleaner, more sustainable eating habits. This cultural shift is not a passing trend, but a fundamental change in how people think about food. Companies producing plant-based proteins, organic snacks, and functional beverages are experiencing explosive revenue growth year after year. Investors are taking notice because these brands are not limited to one region. Successful food companies can scale globally, entering new markets across Europe, Asia, and beyond with relative ease. The combination of rising health awareness, environmental concerns, and increasing disposable income in developing nations creates a powerful growth engine. Investing in this space now means positioning yourself ahead of a multi-trillion-dollar industry transformation already well underway. Now, for one of the most thrilling opportunities on our list, artificial intelligence and automation. If you have not been paying attention to this space, it is time to start because the growth happening here is truly extraordinary. AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It is actively being woven into virtually every industry imaginable. From manufacturing floors using robotic automation to customer service departments deploying intelligent chatbots, AI is creating enormous value at an unprecedented speed. Companies leveraging AI are cutting costs, boosting efficiency, and unlocking capabilities that were simply impossible just a decade ago. Think about healthcare diagnostics, financial forecasting, supply chain optimization, and even creative industries being transformed by intelligent systems. The most exciting part is that we are still in the early stages. Investors who position themselves now in strong AI-driven companies stand to gain significantly as this technology becomes fully mainstream. The window of opportunity is wide open right now. Now let's talk about a sector that's quietly becoming one of the smartest investments out there: education technology, or EdTech. Following the explosive growth we've seen in artificial intelligence, EdTech is riding a similar wave of unstoppable momentum. The demand for online learning platforms, skill development tools, and corporate training solutions has surged dramatically across every corner of the globe. People everywhere want to learn new skills, advance their careers, and access quality education without the burden of traditional tuition costs. What makes EdTech particularly attractive for investors is the incredibly low overhead costs compared to physical institutions. There are no massive campuses or large staff requirements. Instead, these companies scale rapidly by reaching millions of learners through a single digital platform. Whether it's a teenager in rural Africa or a corporate executive in New York, EdTech serves them all equally. That kind of global reach and scalability makes this sector a genuinely powerful long-term investment opportunity worth serious consideration. Rounding out our list at number 10 is cybersecurity, and honestly, it might be one of the most bulletproof investments on this entire list. As our world becomes increasingly dependent on digital infrastructure, the threat landscape grows right alongside it. Every business, every government agency, every hospital, and every financial institution needs robust cybersecurity protection to survive in today's environment. Here's what makes this sector particularly attractive from an investment standpoint. Cybersecurity spending does not slow down during recessions. When companies cut budgets, cybersecurity remains non-negotiable because the cost of a data breach far outweighs the cost of prevention. We are talking about a global market projected to exceed $500 billion within the next several years. From endpoint protection to cloud security and zero-trust architecture, the demand for innovative cybersecurity solutions keeps climbing year after year. Investing here means backing a sector with virtually guaranteed long-term relevance and remarkable financial stability. And there you have it. 10 powerful business sectors worth your investment attention. We covered technology and software, healthcare and biotech, renewable energy, e-commerce and logistics, real estate investment trusts, financial technology, food and beverage, artificial intelligence and automation, education technology, and cybersecurity. Each of these industries carries strong growth potential and long-term profitability that can genuinely transform your financial future. The real secret to building lasting wealth is not putting everything into one basket. Spreading your investments across multiple sectors reduces risk and increases your chances of consistent returns over time. Remember, successful investing is never about overnight wins. It requires thorough research, a clear strategy, and above all, patience. Take your time, stay informed, and trust the process. If you found this video helpful and informative, please give it a thumbs up. It truly means the world to us. And if you want more valuable content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. We will see you in the next one.